Now we go to the east coast to the Trincomalee district, where we meet the family of Priscilla Matthew, a student whose education was interrupted by the tsunami. Today the family has started on a new life that has given Priscilla a hope for the future.
My name is Priscilla. I live in Poombuhar in the Palayattur village. I was affected by the tsunami and the war. I was at my grandma's place in Kallaro when the tsunami came. I had to stop my education because of the tsunami.
With 3 children to support, in addition to the losses they faced to their property and business, Priscilla's family were not able to help her stay on in school. Instead, Priscilla turned her energy towards rebuilding the family business, a grocery shop adjoining their home.
This is a small shop. In the morning, we sell string hoppers and pittu in this shop. It is an income for us. We also sell lunch packets and groceries. So this business gives our family an extra income. The money that comes from this helps my parents to educate my elder brother and my sister. So I also help them with this work.
Although she had to make a personal sacrifice by discontinuing her education, Priscilla was not disheartened. She took on the responsibility of managing the grocery shop that they had restarted, thanks to the timely assistance of a local NGO.
This organization rebuilt my grandmother's house. They helped us in many other ways too.
The money the family received went towards restocking the shop that now brings them an income of around 5,000 rupees every month. This, together with her father's wages as a worker in the local Pradesh Sabha office, goes towards supporting the family. Priscilla's contribution is greatly appreciated by her family.
She helps me to do my homework. She travels with me when I go far. If I have problems with teachers, she would come and talk to them. She does everything that I want. She's a nice person.
The strength and solidarity of the Matthew family was an important factor in their recovery process. However, equally important was to ensure that their business venture too should be successful. Unfortunately, renewed security uncertainties in the Trincomalee area has meant that as many as 150 of the 650 families living in their village have left. As a result, the shop's income is not what it used to be anymore.
After the tsunami, the business was quite good, but now, due to the prevailing tension, more people from this area have left for India and other places. When these people started to leave, our business started to decline.
The security situation is also affecting the local community in other ways. Priscilla is especially unhappy about the presence of increased checkpoints in the area.
This problem is everywhere. At the checkpoints, they ask us questions. They ask inappropriate questions. When we walk on the roads, they say things. We cannot go out.
Many like the Matthew family have been able to turn their lives around due to the help and support of others and the strength of their own convictions. But increasing incidents of violence in Trincomalee continue to prevent local communities from carrying on with their day-to-day activities. For such people, a long-term solution to the conflict is urgent. Fortunately, as the Matthew family has demonstrated, hope and courage did prevail in the difficult times after the tsunami, and will continue to provide them with the strength and commitment to face the future.
I was badly affected by the tsunami and the war, and so were lots of other people. They have lost their education. But with continuous effort and hard work, we can win things in life. I have the fullest faith in this.
This is Coastal Rising. 2 years after the tsunami, the people's story.